does it come from?
I'll show you an image.
Front or the sides?
But that one would hate to be done with 2 projectors. Because you'd hate to get one for one side and one for the next. You're not doing that for one projector. No chance. So this job's came to light. Obviously by the time it's posted we should have already achieved it. But Aberdeen Inspired have brought this job to me. And this is what they want to do to that building over there. So that's the old bank. And we've got the projection map onto it. It's going to need 2 projectors, 1 from each side. You would never ever do that off of one. Whilst the other one's downloading, let's try and get some measurement. We could measure it this way first, just so you get a rough size. Doesn't have to be bang on. Right, now we need to try and find a height. Johnny, look, shoot it at the floor to the roof. That's it there. Shoot it there. They're wanting the old market done, right? But there's no cladding on it. There's nothing on it.
Maybe?
But it's to be done for Christmas. I can't see that being sheeted by Christmas. See that? Look, how wide is that? You're gonna hit a stand, right? Like, stand near a fence. What height would that be? That's about the same height as that. Let's base it on 20 metre. Try that there. Angle it up a bit. Let's base it on 20 by 20. But we'll just base it on that. Let's go this way, we've got one more to do. I think we're gonna struggle to measure. Let's try and measure for the corner of the pillar. See, Stu, look, you've got that bank, and then we've got that, and then we've obviously got here. So the total width is 45, right?
Yeah.
By, how high is it to the top of that bit there, roughly? Alright, and then another 2, say 8.5. But then all we need to know now is the width of Union Street, because that's going to determine the size of the lens. 21.5 metres, so 60 feet, which was what we thought anyway. Right, let's quickly nip up here.
So the building we initially looked at was the building above where Fit and Skin used to be, only because it has character. We also take into account the building that we project on. We have a good relationship with the owner, we know who the owner is. We're not going any further than Holborn Junction. And what I would like to do is stick to Union Street rather than go to side streets, just because we are aiming to time the switch on with the Christmas parade.
The main reason I think we buy as opposed to leasing is, I've been saying to Ross every time we meet, we need to build like an arsenal. If you've got these projectors, you can use them for anything. So projection mapping, we sketch it with an architect and we can tell it so that although the building's lit, no light goes in the windows. It just leaves it alone.
Wow.
Right.
The budget is fixed.
So what is it? And when we import these, we're going to have to pay import tax on them.
What is the impact if you reduce the spec?
This is the minimum spec.
It's what you've proposed.
The minimum brightness of a projector you can use is 20,000 lumens. I need to come here in an evening and see how bright the street lights are lighting up this street, because that's going to determine the brightness of the projector. It may well be that a 20 is not bright enough. I think it will be. And the ones I sent you this morning, the videos, they were 20s. The problem is the size. On a building with a like 20 metre by 20 metre, you have to divide it in 2. One projector's not big enough. You can get one big enough, it's a 30. It's crazy price. So we need to do 2 20s side by side. And then we need to use special software that breaks the image down into 2 like that, and it merges them. So even though it's 2 projectors, you've got 1 image. I think there's a bit of bargaining to be had, but if you just done that building, it's out with your budget. Now the problem that we have is the width of Union Street is 66 feet. So the further away, the image.
Right.
Which is why you need those fancy lenses. But the lenses are expensive. Projection mapping's always expensive.
Yeah.
We came here on Friday night and measured every building because I wanted to be sure before I come to you guys what we could do with the budget. But I think one of the things that we need to consider when we buy the kit is how it will be better used in the future as well. Because what we don't want to do is use them on this one project and then Spectra comes up and Ross is like, we need new lenses because it's too far or too short. We also need to buy laptops. We don't need to buy really expensive ones, but we need a laptop because the laptops is what runs the projector. It's not like a USB you can plug in and it runs. When you have multiple projectors together, the computer needs to divide up the image and speak to both projectors. So we need to factor in the cost of those and then the projectors, which doesn't leave any budget really for me to do it, but I'm willing to do it. because it's another project to add. But yeah, they're 30 kilos a piece. And one thing that we've not factored in is we need to air freight these. You don't have the time to wait a month for sea shipping. Even on air freight, we're still looking at a week to 2 weeks delivery. But that's fine. In that time, we could look at locations. If we're going to do it, we need to do it properly. So what we can do is Richard Slater can pull up all the historical data from Union Street, give us the drawings of the buildings, and we can map it. So when we're doing our projections, say we make it look like it's snowing, we can make it look like the snow's building up on the windowsills and then falling off. So if we just project on a building and do nothing, it's going to look. If we do proper mapping, it'll look good.
But for sure, it's an opportunity to demonstrate to the Spectra team that we're a serious partner that they can benefit
and
from.
for all of the things that you're doing in the city, so say like when it's Breast Cancer Awareness Day and they light up Broad Street, you could do similar.
Yeah.
If you do things like she's suggesting and then it proves to be really popular, it then gives you an argument to add to it
You can build
at
on
a
it.
later date.
Yeah.
So then you can say, right, well, we want to light this whole building for this purpose, but we need an extra projector. Then you can go to your partners and ask them to chip in for it.
Yeah.
Because if you have 4 projectors, you could do that whole tower.
The Citadel.
That would look cool.
imagine
Imagine if we done the whole Citadel. So,
I think actually, but from what Alan said just now around the design, that you can avoid the windows is probably planner's biggest thing there.
and this is so what we have in our arsenal is we say that we've pulled in an architect, we've got the drawings, and we only target the parts that we want lit and nothing else.
Yeah.
So you've got no light pollution, none of that. And if they moan about brightness, then we turn it down. We need to find buildings that have got character. Now the reason is if we can find ones that we can play with, we can almost make it look like like Santa Claus is trying to climb in through our window and things that if it's just a blank canvas, it's boring. The whole point of projection mapping is we make it look like things are happening. Like I said, the snow looks like it's sitting on top of the windowsills. And if you could wing the council to let you light that Citadel there for Spectra,
Well, you'd see it from
that's a winner. That
Street.
tower. Imagine you lit that tower right there. I think you guys buying the projectors for your levy pairs is a really good thing. Because imagine you brought back like inspired nights and you just had random stuff. It's the sort of stuff you need to look
We
at though.
have so many projects that this can be applicable to. So
I
yes,
couldn't believe the price of renting a projector. I'm like, $2.5 grand a day. Like, come on.
Then considering that you told us how many hours we get from the projectors, nothing is stopping us from bringing the revenue back
And this is
by
why-
renting it.
But this is why I've tried to say to you, like, I help as much as I can. Because if I was the businessman side of me, I would have just said, I can deliver your project for $80 plus a VAT. And then I would have done your project, kept the projectors, and then it was part of my job. But I'm not. Like, I firmly believe that in order for us to get the city to get their finger out, we need to show them what we can do. So I think we go back to them, we ask them how much for 3 projectors, plus shipping, plus lenses, and then when they arrive, we play around. Because there's no reason why, like, you couldn't arrange access to the building, and we say, like, we'll go there one night with the 3 of us and my laptop and the projector and just
see what it looks like.
Yeah.
try it. And we say, right, let's bring the image in, and once we know the locations, then we can start to map out the projections. I don't know.
So again, we can own the message. We want to work together collaboratively to create the Christmas spirit in Aberdeen and to show that if we work together, if we look to the local suppliers who know the area, who are passionate about the area, this is what we can achieve, this is what we can do, and that's building for our bright future.
Okay, so we know what we're doing.
Timescales.
So you want them
Generous
in
council.
and ready for the
16th of
Switch on.
November.
16th of November.
Well, obviously it'll be.
Oh my goodness.
Timescales are the.
Well, first of all, we need to purchase them.
This is not a difficult bit of the conversation if the 16th of November is not feasible.
Later today, I will send you over the sponsorship contract. Have a look. Sign by tomorrow. So I don't think it's going to take them longer than a week to go through all the corporate ticks and tacks to release the funds.
If we can get the projectors quick enough, we can do it.
Even if we can't deliver by the 16th, we're still doing it.
Now that I know what we need, I'll get all the answers today. And then if we just hit the button on it, I'll invoice, you pay, I'll order, and then we're waiting. And in the time that we're waiting for them to arrive, we can sort of discuss the buildings that we're potentially going to put them on so that we can, in the back end, start preparing artwork. And then we can play around. Because projectors are new to me. He'll tell you, I'll just sit in my living room and just, that's me, I'll make it work. When we built the Aberdeen letter, I knew the concept, but I'd never done nothing on that scale. And I'm like, there was a long time I was sitting scratching my head thinking, I need to make this work or I'm going to look like it needs to happen. And I done it, and I was just so happy. But
And they are amazing.
Hi, Anna.
how are you?
I'm fine.
Good. Okay, so I had a meeting with my client and we're looking to purchase 3 projectors, 3 of the 20,000s. Now, I need advice from you what lenses that we should buy. If we went for the 22 meters, so from the building to the projector it's 22 meters, what lens would you suggest?
I suggest the standard lens is suitable.
What distance does the standard lens cover from the shortest to the biggest?
16.
Yeah?
16.
So 15 is the minimum and 26 is the maximum.
Let me check the. I can send you the.
Specification.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. So what I need from you is a price for the 20,000 lumens projector, standard lens, and distributed fusion controller. Do you have these projectors ready for shipping?
Yeah. Yes.
So we need to ship by air.
Okay. I can check the air cost for you.
When we're both happy with the price, I can pay straight away.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
So,
I'll send you a message when we come off the phone, and then hopefully we can get the deal done and we can purchase them.
yeah. Okay.
Nice one. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank
Okay.
you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
So what everybody at home didn't see, that what we just done was picked up the projectors. I got them delivered to Fastlane because I wasn't sure if we were still going to be at Volvam or not, just because there was so much to do, so I got them delivered there. So in the boot of my car right now, we've got 3 lenses and 1 projector, and one of them is at Fastlane and the other one is stuck in transit somewhere, so I'm hoping it arrives before tomorrow. I think that's quite fast for shipping, considering those projectors came from China. So I think it was about 7-8 days between ordering the projectors and the projectors arriving from China. So that was payment, those guys packaging them, and then air freighting them to us, clearing customs and us getting them in a week. If you know where to look, then you know the service is fantastic. Today is Monday the 10th of November, and these have to be set up, testing done, videos created and ready for Sunday the 16th. I don't even know if it's possible, but we'll give it our best shot.
That's the size of the projector.
It's 20,000 lumens. 3 of them will light up the hill of the townhouse. But that's rapid, so that's service for you. If you know the right places to go in China when you're sourcing, this was ordered, paid for and delivered within a week.
That's mad, isn't it?
3 of them. This is only 1 projector, and there's 3 of them. We've never used one of these before, but we're confident we know what to do. So we've got to learn how to use this, learn the software to map the buildings, create the animations, and deliver it by Sunday on 3 buildings.
Easy job for you.
A lot has changed since 1995. We've grown into Thistle Home Improvements Group, and you can save big in...
Mate, it's not little, is it? Now it's heavy. Need to put the lens in it. Spin it round. So going like that maybe?
See the pins in the inside? Don't need it. No.
Right, let's carry it upstairs. We need to grab fits in that box there, just the plugs and that.
Power cards and the remotes and stuff.
Could probably shoot it over there. Creepy arse basement dinner. Fucking hell. I think I'd be carrying a 40 kilo projector up and down these stairs. Right.
Right, let's go in this basement, see if there's a table. Oh yeah, look in here, see if there's anything. Mate, you could probably have a swimming pool in here, look. Imagine that, it's like a swimming pool. How ace would that be? Look, swimming pool here. Sauna and a f***ing hot tub over there. I'm not sure if they would let you have it as domestic though. Right, let's move that. Right, so extension cable, did you bring it up and plug it in? Honestly, we come here last night and we were like, shit, we don't have anything to put the projector on. So we went up one floor and then we were like, oh no. And we also didn't realise how heavy they were.
Oh God, they weigh a ton.
Oh, they're huge. Have you seen it? Did you see it?
No, we didn't go
It's
up.
quite big. It's like, but we found an old filing cabinet.
Anyway, like a sweetie.
Oh no, I'm trying to eat healthy. We were going to bring for you, but I didn't know if he's drunk coffee. We'll know for next time. Do I bring everybody coffee? Except for when I go Aberdeen Inspired, because there's like 40 of them. Right, let's have a look. Right, so Stuart and I, although we never filmed a lot today because the two of us were on laptops, but the two of us have mapped this building, which is the first one that we're doing on Union Street. This is at RBS Bank at the east side of Union Street. And what we've essentially done is take an image of the building and manipulated it on the software so that we can then stretch and skew the artwork, because the projector's not square onto the building. It might be off to one side or off up higher. So we need to adjust the artwork from exactly where the projector's staying so that the art is exactly as it needs to be square on the building. You can see here, this here is the building, the white lines, we've inverted it so that we can see it better. And the yellow line is how much of the building that we're going to project onto. We've kept it away from the street light a bit because we're going to lose too much resolution there. And if I click full screen view here, that now the white lines on the building will accurately show everything. So you can see the white lines around the windows are where they are. You can see the bricks, all the lines are adding up. Even on the columns, they're more or less adding up perfectly. Everything's as it needs to be. And the reason we do that is we now import that into Adobe After Effects, and we can start adding elements. So we can start adding snow falling, we can start adding boats, we can start creating a scene. But without that map, we weren't adding anything. So now it's time to start actually mapping it. Stuart was off yesterday because he claimed he had to get a washing machine fitted. Jokes aside. So we've encountered a couple of problems with this project. Now I say problems, it's just technicalities that we needed to iron out. Some of the properties that are housing these projectors for Aberdeen Inspired are not willing to let us have access out of ours. That's understandable because some of the properties like Jameson and Carey are obviously a jeweller's, so they're not going to want us wandering around the building in the middle of the night. So we now are up against it in terms of we need to be able to control these projectors autonomously. So we need to be able to log in, change any of the videos or the animations whenever we want. We need to be able to switch the projectors on and off whenever we need to, and we need to do all of it remotely. So we've spent the past 4 days coming up with a system to do it. So there's a laptop for each projector, and it's running its own software called Mad Mapper. And off the back of that, we've had to install what's called PJ Link into each laptop. The laptop connects to the projector via Ethernet or LAN. The laptop talks to the projector through that cable. We then set up a calendar, and we can say on the calendar that every single day of the week from 4 p.m. until midnight, switch the projector on, and then midnight till 4 p.m. switch it off. So we can do that. And the reason we're doing that is you won't really see the projector on the building during the day, but we also don't want to burn out the laser within the projector because they've only got, I say only, they've got 25,000 hours of on time on them. We're going to go and test it. We've tested it in my office. Everything works as it should. As long as I'm anywhere in the world with an internet connection, I can open my personal laptop. I can log into any one of the projectors. I can then upload or modify the projection I can completely change a projection. I can change where it's projecting on the building as long as it's within the scope of the projector. So everything is now fully autonomous. So we're going to go and install one at Jameson and Carey now. Then we're going to hit Burnett and Reed, and we're going to adjust the one that we've put in there so that it's also running fully autonomous. And that only leaves the one that's in Dizzy's, which is at the bottom of Union Street, because there's no internet connection, because that building is vacant. So in that one, we're going to need to put a cellular Wi-Fi system, like a dongle with a SIM card, so that we've then got internet. Essentially, that's what we're doing. Right, we need to ask for somebody called Jackie or Julie, something like that. Right, in you go, Stuart, you open the door for me. You know, 14 grand for a ring. Oh, nice empty room. So Aberdeen Inspired got funding from Costa to put some sort of Christmas display, and that's what's going up. I think that's Primark, is it? No, it's not. It's Primark's here. So that used to be a cafe, did it?
So I used to, no, it used to be Littlewood, so I didn't reckon ever was ever owned in there, to be honest with you.
Is there not?
I can't remember anything ever being in there.
Oh, well, time will tell when we start shining lights in their window. That's what happened yesterday. We were in Burnett and Reed at the top of Union Street in the Shine on the Capitol building, and somebody came over and said, "Can you please turn the lights off? You're blinding us." So I've connected up this PC to the Wi-Fi system. I've connected up all the Ethernet, all the HDMI cables. Everything's connected now, and we're going to leave the PC obviously on, and then I can log in. So long as there's Wi-Fi, I can log in from wherever I am and connect this up, and that's us. He says just to go out here. There's lighters up there for folks smoking, so. He did say the doors were heavy. He wasn't lying, was he? Let's go. Wonder if I've got a ticket. So, I was just saying, obviously, originally when we took this project on, we were meant to be doing all of the animations and obviously mapping the building and making it all work, but the project coordinator, or Danuta at Aberdeen Inspired, wants to do it herself. So she's designing the videos, and all we're doing is setting up the hardware and the means to do it all, and then we'll just play the videos for them. So we're doing the technical side, but we're not doing the actual animation side, which saves me a job, so I'm happy with that. Oh wow, wee Theo, look at that. Put your hands in the sky. Come and find what one you want. One of that things, okay. Theo, smile for Stuart. Theo, can you see Santa? Theo, where's Santa? I've connected with any desk, so I can connect it anywhere on my phone. So those green ticks there are just showing that everything's on as it's meant to be. So if we have a walk down, we'll be able to check these ones on Union Street and just double check the projections are playing. It's working. Theo, show Stuart who done that. Was that you? That was you, was it? Theo, point. Show Daddy where it says Merry Christmas. So if you look at the design that they've done, the Costa logo is just slightly sitting too far to one side. So let's nip in upstairs and we'll adjust it slightly. So we've just sneaked in here. It's freezing outside anyway. So we've just noticed that on one of them we're just losing a little bit of the logos, so we're just stretching it a little bit. And then I'm going to click on this. Let's see how that is. I really want to see how the Costa logo looks. That's the main thing. Theo, you want to go on my shoulders? Oosh. Oh, I just getting a takeaway cup. It doesn't matter. What are you wanting to do? So, that was a success, and the buildings are all lit. Although we know they're not projection mapped yet, and the reason behind that is that there was only a 10-day period between Aberdeen Inspired securing the funding and having to do this. So
And another thing, Aberdeen City Council are so behind, so they had to submit licensing or advertising licensing. So in the background, we're mapping the buildings as we speak, and we're going to produce some sort of projection mapping for them, Luxus style. So you just need to keep your eyes peeled, and it's coming soon. And we might do a little cheeky one for our new year, although we're not meant to. However, we'll be in Vietnam, so we're not going to get the blame. So yeah, easy job. Theo, look, Santa's there. Look, Santa. Santa's coming for a coffee.
That's a boy.
That's Santa.
That's a boy, Santa.
What, is Santa not a boy?